I am your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. People tell me that why do I get involved in political discussions in Nigeria? In fact, somebody sent me a message that I'm getting too involved. But I am soaked inside Nigeria. I'm in another man's country here. I can't stay here forever. I have a place where I come from. I have grandchildren. I meet a lot of Nigerian children born here. Where do you want them to go to and have a sense of value? In fact, I met two brothers, they play football. One of them said he would be willing to play for Nigeria here in England. And so I can't behave like a typical pastor. You are promising the people heaven while they are living on hell here. And then you are trying to spiritualize what sociologically can be solved. We are drifting towards tyranny, tyranny and anarchy. And the Niger state governor, a young man, I've seen one of his antecedents when he ordered security forces to slap a clergyman. That is tyranny, that is terrorism, that is evil. And in a recent press conference, he was saying that any person with dreadlocks should be arrested, the hair shaved off, and the person fined or punished. I think that that was born out of ignorance and an overreaching personality and the grandiosity and hypomania that a lot of spiritual and political leaders have. They see people just as their slaves. Let's take a little look at the origin of dreadlocks. Dreadlocks started 1,500 years to 1,000 years before Jesus was born. In ancient Egypt, there are mummies that were excavated were found to have dreadlocks. You know, the hair is keratinous and it doesn't decay easily. They had dreadlocks, so it's an African identity. But history has shown that there was no single race that started having dreadlocks. It's a global phenomenon, as you will see. In the time of Samson in the Bible, he had dreadlocks. So before Samson was born, people were wearing dreadlocks as a covenant between them and God, a covenant of consecration. So it's a religious expression. I saw young Jews in Salford University and all over the UK. They have long hair that are matted, and freedom of expression is guaranteed in our constitution. When somebody saw me with this dress, a lady here, very excited about seeing me with this colorful African attire, and one man was asking me how it is produced. This is an expression of my Nigerianness and my Africanness. Tie and dye or batik or whatever this is a sign of where I come from. And so to prevent somebody from expressing, even if he's a Rastafarian, you know, the word Rastafarian started from the name of Rastafari. Rastafari is the name of Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie is his titular name, but Rastafari is his name, and he is believed to be a descendant of the relationship between the Queen of Sheba and King David. And since Ethiopia was the only African nation that was not colonized, a lot of our brethren in the diaspora needed a symbol to hold on to. And that's why these dreadlocks, worn by Robert Nesta Marley, or popularly called Bob Marley, became popular. So it's a religious expression, and you can't hate people because you have different religions, religious persuasion. And in India, The Vedas, the book Vedas, the Hindus, they are ancient people who worship um, their gods. They wore dreadlocks. In the Vikings and the Celtic in England here wore dreadlocks years back. In Africa, the Kikuyus in Kenya and some Somalis wear dreadlocks here as part of their tradition. Um, the Fulanis wear dreadlocks, some of them. The Wolof in Senegal, they wear dreadlocks. The Seras wear dreadlocks. And there are several ancient tribes in Ethiopia that wear dreadlocks. I think when I went there, the name was, they called it Shroba also. King Emperor John, one king in Ethiopia, wore dreadlocks, wore plaited hair. An Ethiopian king. And Ethiopians became Christians in 350 AD. It was declared a Christian nation in 350 AD. So when people act out of ignorance, I said something that I'm finding difficult to understand among so-called educated elites from the northern part of our country. They carry primitivity with pride. You can't hold somebody, shave the person's hair, and find the person because he's wearing a different hairstyle. Come to the UK here, there are so many people with dreadlocks all over the place. So, are you going to hold Burna Boy and shave his dreadlocks or whoever? It is an unnecessary diversion. The problem in Niger State is insecurity, banditry, land grabbing, kidnapping, and desecration of our lands and our women. He should concentrate on that instead of people walking in the streets. It's not the boys wearing jeans and t-shirts, they're wearing dreadlocks that are in the bush kidnapping people. He knows the people. He is related to the people if he's a Fulani man. And he understands what is happening. They want to divert our attention to young men wearing dreadlocks. The next time is to arrest women wearing bomb shorts or wearing trousers. This is a democratic society. It's not a traditional system any longer. And Mr. Governor, sir, please, you discourage us when young people like you start to behave as if your power is intoxicating you. This is our country, and we must speak out, and you don't have the right to do that. And I want to appeal to the lawyers in Niger State and in the country to institute legal actions against that executive order. It is barbaric, it is criminal, it will lead to chaos, it is offensive. I remain Dr. Charles Apoki. God bless you.